When I was about 14, I was in a dance group and we played around and travelled overseas and around Australia, and sometimes were asked to be in commercials. At the time I moved schools, I was featured in a television commercial, and immediately people recognised me and I was targeted by a group of girls. What started out as verbal abuse soon became physical abuse, and going to school became harder each day. After I left school, I continued in the entertainment and modelling industry, and I left it behind me. It was only when I had to walk into a school situation again, taking my oldest to school, that I realised the feelings of anxiety were arising in me again. And a group of women targeted me and made horrible comments and stared me out each day that I came to the school, although I was heavily pregnant. I thought the bullying would stop once I had the baby, but it only got worse. I reported to a doctor that my normal motivation and emotions had gone, that each day I felt as empty as a vacuum, and to do the most simplest tasks required me to go into robotic mode. My husband reported to me that many days I was staring ahead, and at these times, if he was talking to me, I did not always reply to him, and I was not aware this was happening. The GP informed me this was severe depression and put me on antidepressants and counselling. He also told me I needed my female relatives around me at this time, but most of them had died when I was young. I did not want to bother my friends with my problems. Meanwhile, the bullying at school got worse. People were making comments at me, staring me out, and sometimes even their children were pulling faces at me. My husband asked me what I was doing about it, and I said at first nothing, but I was trying things out, sending back dirty looks, even smiling at them sometimes. Nothing seemed to work. I told my husband that even though they stared me out in groups, even when they called me horrible names, there was not one time that I called them anything back, because my mother taught me to only speak in words of kindness. At the shops they would call me names. Sometimes I was spat on, sometimes they pushed into me. At the school they sometimes keyed my car. It was at this point the school informed me I needed to get the police. My friends and family worried because I withdrew more. I informed my husband that the bullying had gotten so bad it was frightening my middle child, and I no longer wanted to go out. My husband burst into tears, and not long after that he packed his things and left. Not wanting to face anxiety, depression or the bullying at Greenbank for one more day, I decided to end my life. Then I realised, for the sake of 3 innocent little boys, I had to make a choice to live. To survive, I first had to find a way to beat depression. I read books on depression, psychology, science, health, and even spirituality. A common thread seemed to be that we are all energy, and the important thing for anyone with depression was to lift their vibrational level. This included positive thoughts, healthy eating, exercise, meditation, and finding things you love to do. I also stumbled across the love-hate experiment with rice by Dr. Emoto. If you send hate out to something, it rots, and if you send good energy out, it thrives. Being mindful of the fact that what energy you send out comes back to you. I had witnessed at my children's school that a drop of hatred had spread like wildfire. Imagine if people had spread compassion and kindness instead. With depression, I'd become overweight, and now trying to beat it, I was practicing healthy eating and focusing on daily exercise. I lost the weight over time, and people were commenting that I had transformed and I should go back to modelling. In 2014, I did as an older model and appeared in catalogues and advertisements, and had such amazing opportunities modelling as a 40-year-old that were almost unheard of when I was a younger model. I don't know what the gossip at the school was, but I have come to realise that one moment in a person's life does not define them, and neither does someone else's opinion of them. As I was recovering, I was not too hard on myself. I took one step at a time. I found focus on exercise and solace in meditation and yoga. I started dating a lovely Indian guy who had a very bright outlook on life. Once in a while, if a wave of depression or anxiety hit me, he would talk me through it and hug me tightly. Since the beginning of 2014, I have not had an occurrence of either of these mental conditions. I'm grateful my brother and my dad never gave up on me. I have seen a lot of change happening in the world, and some of the world's most beautiful women like Angelina Jolie and Charlize Theron have been inspirational in the change they create. While many of us may not get to change the world like these amazing women, you can always change somebody else's world. No good can come from sending anybody hate. Don't judge others. Everybody is fighting a battle nobody else can see. To the bullies, I don't believe in revenge. You can take from me only what I allow, and the impact of what you have done is up to me. I was afraid, but I am not anymore, and I have already forgiven you. To recover from depression is like knowing darkness to appreciate the light. While anyone with depression should consult their doctor, I also agree that things that lift your vibrational level help overcome depression. Dream big and chase those dreams. Spend time in nature, make healthy choices and exercise. Do the things you love and spend time with those you love. Think good thoughts, meditate, forgive others, and laugh often. These are some of the things that have helped me. What isn't on the list but also helped me is to keep the faith. I've talked to many people who have given their problems to God or whoever it is they believe in and seen things changed. I've not been a religious person in the past, but science and spirituality are more aligned than ever, in that there are more energies going on and more in the universe than our human eyes can see or our human ears can hear. But when your vibrational level lifts and you always have good intentions, your third eye opens and then you will see. Some people believe to have this belief can make others hate you or think you are crazy, but I've been there and done that. So it does not bother me to speak openly. If you want more information, contact me on Facebook. The details are below. Take care of yourself and each other, and take care of planet Earth because she needs you right now.
That was the womb of your mother's head.